So I'm going to play you a little original tonight. This first one is probably about 6 or 7 years old, and it is called Black Velvet Heart. You and your black velvet heart. You and your black velvet heart. Fooling me. You and your black velvet heart. Haunting me. His best friend, I told you my tales. In the heat of the night, nothing did fail. I showed you my truth. You offered something sure. You stepped in my groove. Left me wanting more of you and your black velvet heart. You and your black velvet heart. Fooling me. You and your black velvet heart. Haunting me. In an instant of gratifying pleasure, we lay together with sparkling eye. It seems we lay there forever. Now grasping at straws, I count down the hours. My loneliness towers over you and your black velvet heart. You and your black velvet heart. Fooling me. You and your black velvet heart. Haunting me. The stuff of fairy tales. Ooh, am I a fool? I get up, dust my knees up, and sew my heart lining. A patchwork of a pearl. Ooh, my stitches are fraying. You wear me down, trying for you and your black velvet heart. You and your black velvet heart. Fooling me. You and your black velvet heart. Haunting me. Well, you and your black velvet heart. Well, you and your black velvet heart. Your black velvet heart. Your black velvet heart. Your black velvet heart. Ooh. So those Black Velvet Heart, if you didn't get it, that's what the song's name was. The next song I'm going to play, I'm going to take it a little bit country, this one. So I write cross-genre music, and I'm playing you sort of one of each different genre tonight. This one is called A Song. You wanted me to write you a song, but I didn't want the words to come out wrong. I needed some room. Is it too late to swoon? You wanted me to write you a song. Now you want me to leave you alone. Just when I decide it's you I want. I've thought this thing through. Now all I want is you. You want me to write you a song. I want you to lay in my bed, so I can cover with kisses your head. We can stay up all night with no fuss and fight. I want you to lay in my bed, 'cause I want to feel your skin envelop me again and swim into a sparkling eyes. Won't you think of me tonight? Do you want me to write you a new song? 'Cause there's plenty more there where this came from. I've got lyrics galore since you came to my door. Do you want me to write you a new song? 'Cause I want to feel your skin envelop me again and swim into the sparkling eyes. Won't you think of me tonight? Thank you, Kyle. Thank you, everyone. It's great to be here. So for my last one, I'm going to take it to, I haven't recorded this one yet. I've had it for a while. But I think eventually this is going to be like a slightly electronic kind of pop anthem, something or other. But right now, it's just me on piano. It's called Darling, or Darling where I'm from, or Darling, or there's so many different ways you could say it. Walking under the night, all the stars are falling out here way after dark. When the moonbeams calling softly, I call your name. Can you hear me, darling? Oh, 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 oh. Alley cats prowl this night in the streets and avenues. Take light, and the gutter rats do crawl in the rain that's softly falling down, down, Electric dreams of what's to come. You bring it on with where you're coming from. Light up in flames across the sky. There's bright new dawns horizon. You've waited years for this. Oh, oh, my darling, darling. Oh, oh, oh. Can you hear me, darling? Oh, 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 my darling, darling. Oh, oh, walking under the night, the stars are falling out to way after dark, with the moonbeams calling softly. I call your name. Can you hear me, darling? Oh, 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 my darling, darling. Oh, oh, oh. Electric dreams of what's to come. You bring it on with where you're coming from. Light up in flames across the sky. There's bright new dawns horizon. You've waited years for this. Oh, oh, my darling, darling. Oh, 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 can you hear me, darling? Oh, oh, my darling, darling. Oh, oh, my darling, oh.
Yes, that was beautiful. Thank you so much, Keys.
Oh, it's great to be here.
You're amazing. That was great. And I love that last song, that pop anthem. And I would say, darling.
Like where it's going.
Yeah, yeah. So, okay, so tell us where, because you mentioned earlier, you just said where I'm from. Where are you from originally?
I am from New Zealand.
You are from New Zealand. When did you start singing?
Honestly, for as long as I've been talking.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that because I know you personally, and I'm always curious about this. Like, when did you realize you were a performer, and when did you realize that you belonged on the stage? What was kind of that moment for you that really made you say, "I'm gonna get on the stage"?
I don't think that there was actually ever that moment. It was just always pretty apparent from a very young age. I was a total show off. I was an only child. I was exposed to the most amazing selection of music from my parents, who had great taste, have great taste. I still have those records. And I wrote my first song probably. I made up my first something or other of a song was when I was probably about 3 years old.
Really?
And for a long time, I wrote songs just from singing. I wouldn't know the key or the scale, and I'd have to sing them to people. And my dad gave me a microphone, I think, when I was about 7.
Mm-hmm.
And, then I sort of dabbled in different instruments, but it was always singing for me.
Yeah. You are a singer, and you are an amazing. I love your style. I absolutely love it. You're a wonderful singer. I am curious because coming from, we've talked about it. You and I have talked about the music scene in New Zealand, the music scene in the U.S. All over. I'm curious. What do you see? Because you've been over here for a while. I'm curious. What do you see are vast differences between the music scene that you kind of grew up in as opposed to coming to the States?
That's pretty hard because, New Zealand, we're so influenced by both British and American culture.
Okay. See, that's fascinating to hear. I just heard that from Faye as well in Lithuania.
So hugely, like we're a small little nation that's only just hitting around 5 or 6 million people. That's so far from everything else. And, I was raised in a really cross section of styles and music, but most of it was from England or America.
Yeah.
So, we definitely still have a lot of music that sounds a lot like what you might hear. We have an amazingly strong music scene, which is fantastic, especially for our sort of size. We have amazing music festivals, which are amazing.
Yeah.
New Zealand music festivals, like I've been to festivals here and they're great, but they're like something else.
Yeah.
And, a lot of my friends are in the business, people that I grew up with that play music. Obviously, but there's not that many of us, so we pretty much all know each other.
Right. So you all can keep connected. That's one way to We're all
You know,
from New Zealand. We can, so you might know. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so I find that fascinating. What are some current things that you're working on now? What are some current things that you've been doing lately?
well, aside from working incredibly long hours in my other job,
Mm-hmm.
which is in the event business,
Mm-hmm.
which I love, but it's super busy right now. So that's been consuming the bulk of my time.
Yeah.
Obviously, being in this weird state of the world,
Yeah.
uh, I
Yeah.
have been.
Working in the event industry and having, I know that's where we are. We're here.
Well, I'm actually currently running a bunch of tours that are socially distanced events
Yeah.
across the country.
That's a whole new beast.
Yeah, it's a whole new beast. So
Yeah.
of course, there's a lot of sudden, oh, how do we do this? And how do we do this?
Right.
Really exciting. Like we're definitely kind of it feels like we're doing something new and innovative that we, will really grow on. But of course, it's also very demanding, but I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot. I mean, that seems like there would be a lot of change, especially in the event industry. Especially, I mean, I like what we are experiencing. I understand from my end.
And I think that obviously I'm trying to fit in doing as sort of as many of these shows.
Yeah.
And in ways, I'm actually performing more
Oh,
because
since the epidemic
I'm probably
or
actually,
pandemic, I guess.
and obviously, yourself and other people that we know are, doing different shows.
Yeah. Yeah. Rachel Rage has brunch. Exactly. I know. That's true. A lot of people are kind of trying to find their way and doing something. We've got, I know, quarantine karaoke. There are a lot of different groups that are kind of forming just to kind of have people a way to express in this strange time.
And still feel connected and relevant.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Well, Kezia, I want to ask you this too. So if you could collaborate with any artist in history, who would it be?
oh my God, that's really hard. That's really hard.
It is.
Just because first name that probably comes to mind is probably Janis Joplin.
Oh my God, that's so good. That's tonight. That's two. That's Faye said that it's the same earlier. Well, she was talking about inspiration, and I think that's exactly right. I love Joplin, so I'm 100% behind that. And I can see that you kind of have that you have that good attitude that that kind of attitude she exuded. All right, well,
a lot of music from that era as well. Like
Yeah.
most songs are definitely probably styled from the music I was raised listening to, which is all older than I am. So
yeah, same here. Yeah, the oldies but goodies, as they say. Yeah. Well, thank you, Kezia. Thank you so much for joining us. Let me let everybody know that she has a Venmo account up, and it's at Kezia Hinchey. It's Kezia Hinchey. Please be sure to tip if you like what you heard. Kezia, where can they find you online? Can you let them know where they can find you?
I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I have a website, which is KeziaNell.com.
Okay.
And then I'm also, what I have released, I'm due to release a bunch of stuff, but I'm also on Spotify and iTunes, etc.
Under Kezia Nell, KeziaNell.
Which is my first and middle names.
Okay, perfect. Well, everybody, be sure to get out there and start following Kezia right now. Thank you again, Kezia, for doing this. I really, really appreciate your time. Go out and get some rest, okay?
And I love what you're doing here, Kyle. It's great. And also the ladies I played with, awesome.
Yeah,
So
girl power. Thank you so much. Thank you, Keys. Thank you for your time. Love you. Bye-bye.